Today we are playing with Judge Kise. She just got her buff, so we're geared her up. We're going to bring her into arena. 290 speed, 138 effectiveness on creation and destruction. We're going to bring some tag-a-hell partners with her and see if we can have some fun. So my Judge Kise outspeeds this Rand, who honestly isn't very fast, but that's not the point, right? We want to try to see if we can reset and how many times we can reset. We do have creation destruction. Let's check it out. So I am wondering how many times it strips, right? Because it resets a certain number of times. I think it only strips once and it resets 3 times. I think that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure. So I really wanted to test it, and I think that is how it's going to be, right? It only makes sense to me that that's how it works. Let's S2 here. We don't crit because I don't have a lot of crit chance on me, even though I do have a C-Dom here. We're gonna Soul Burn here, blow up this Angelica because I think she's gonna move, and I really don't want her to do that. We're gonna S2 with the Poultice. There's no way I can lose this fight. I think we're in a pretty good spot. There we go, and we'll just test one on the Millum. Alright, so let's test it again. I really want this creation destruction to proc, and I actually want someone to have immunity on them, so hopefully the next team will have immunity. So we're up against this RB team here. I really don't know how I'm supposed to take care of this RB, but we're just gonna hope for the best, right? We might need the reset here. Hopefully we can get the creation destruction reset, which we don't. Like, that's kind of depressing, right? I did like negative damage. Of course, like I said, my Judge Kise isn't really geared for damage. I geared for the strip, and I don't think, again, anybody had immunity on them. Is it not cool to run immunity anymore? Is that a thing? So because I don't really need the push from C-Dom, I just replaced her with an Araminta so that we can get more CC in this bag here, right? So let's S3 here. Nobody's on immunity again. Like, seriously, do I... You know, people always say that you need a stripper on your team. Do you really? Like, do you? We got the creation destruction. Do I S3? Yeah, we're gonna do it just because I can. Just because I can, right? It's just funny. So we're gonna do this for another extra turn. We got the creation destruction proc. So we got another, we could Soul Burn S3 again, and that's S2. The damage is so bad. The damage is so bad because I have her geared super fast. Just not tons of effective. It's only 138. But, you know, I'm 290 speed, you know. The Soul Burn, we'll get S1 on the Ravi. Hopefully we can get a bomb. Timeless Anchor, that's not good. That's not good at all, dude. I was actually relying on that Rand to S2, but I, like, reset the crap out of everybody. So nobody's using skills. Okay. You're so done. Awesome, awesome. Alright. Alright, so these people have a shield and immunity. Again, I wanted to test to see if it would strip 3 times, although I'm very, very confident that it doesn't, but I want to test it, right? The Landy has 3 buffs, and it's not going to break the shield because I'm super freaking weak, right? I didn't strip anything. So clearly it doesn't strip 3 times, because with 138 effectiveness, I would assume I would have stripped somebody. Right? So I'm pretty sure it only strips once and it resets 3 times. I'm honestly unsure what I think about this Judge Kise, but let's actually switch up her build and make her into a DPS. So we switched it up, and here is the DPS Judge Kise. 3k attack, 279 speed, 92% crit chance, and 268 crit damage on a Portrait of Saviors. Let's see how strong she's gonna be. Now let's Soul Burn S3. I do not have an attack buff because she's moving first, right? But I want to see how much damage we can do here. That's 7k-ish on the Cerise. That's not too bad, actually, right? That's not too bad at all. The damage on this is much lower. That was like a 3-4k. So damage is definitely not very high at all, but it's still quite impressive, maybe. She is very fast, but is that worth it? I guess she does have a strip and a reset, which I'm pretty sure I'd reset the crap out of everybody. Let's test it again, and let's just test it again, right? So this team is full immunity, full barriers as well. We're gonna Soul Burn the S3, and like I said, I wanted to test if it would break. If I break the barriers, will it strip the immunity? No, you couldn't even strip immunity because you have like low effectiveness, but still, dude, holy crap. Let's look at the damage on this. Pretty low because there's enough CC, there are shields. This is honestly a little garbagey. So I took that same gear and I gave it over to Pavel just for a quick comparison. 3.4k attack, 291 speed, 92% crit chance, and 268 crit damage. He is on Portrait of Saviors as well. He's on the EE that gives him the skill nullifier, just like how Judge Kise gets a skill nullifier. So we're going to match up against the same team we just fought. Honestly, I don't think it's a fair comparison because Pavel is a pure DPS, while Judge Kise has a mixed bag of tricks, and it just makes it generally not work in my opinion, right? So we got S3 on the Landy. I think we should be able to kill here. Pavel is a pretty strong hero, right? This ignores damage sharing, which doesn't matter. Okay, whatever, dude. Alright, so we're gonna do a Pavel cleave again. Soburn S2. There's an red Ravi here, so that's gonna be troublesome, but we'll be okay. We'll be perfectly fine. Simply because let's S3 on her. It doesn't really matter. We even got hit, and we're gonna kill. Yeah, comparing the damage from Pavel to the what's-her-face, Judge Kise isn't very fair, right? Because Pavel scales. Pavel's meant to be fast. Judge Kise isn't. She just has a kit in S3 that wants you to be fast for it to work, but yet the rest of the kit, the damage she puts out, doesn't synergize with speed. She needs to be a cleaver that pushes. But the S3 is just weird now. Like, the buff really didn't do anything. It makes her the exact same hero, except with a skill nullifier, and you don't need to have a soul burn to actually reset cooldown, which it doesn't really matter because no one used Judge Kise for that. They used her simply because she was able to cleave a ton of damage. So the buff is decent, but I still don't think it really works. If you look at the S3 here, it's only an 80% chance to strip and reset. So it is an unreliable strip on the S3 with some resets. So if you want to use her as a resetter, that's fine. But now her S2 really doesn't synergize at all or do anything. Neither does her S1. And if you use her as a cleaver, then yeah, she's going to work. Of course, she's going to be pretty much exactly the same as before, except you open up with the S3, so if you get countered, you might live, and that is about it. They could have just left her the same and just made it so that her S2 was uncounterable, and it would have been just fine. It would have made, that's all she needed was an uncounterable S2, and they didn't do that. Instead, they just made her S3 weird, and honestly, I'm not sure how to feel about it, but my feelings are pretty much the same. She's still the same hero. It really makes no difference unless you just want to use her as a super fast first turn stripper and a reset. That's about it. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you for hanging out with us, and I'll see you guys next time, man. Bye.